It's great to speak with you today and also to join you in celebrating it doesn't seem possible, the 30th anniversary of the Organic Production Act. I call it simply the Organic Farm Bill. To this day, 3 decades later, the Organic Farm Bill is one of the proudest things that I could put my name on in this Congress. Before the Organic Farm Bill, organic farming was something of a cottage industry. Some states had their own standards. Some had no standards. Consumers lacked assurance of what an organic label meant. The Department of Agriculture was largely flying blind. They couldn't offer direct support to these farmers, much less collect data on organic production. You had farmers who were working very, very hard to try to do something organic, and then they saw competitors who didn't do any of that work and just slapped an organic label on it. I wanted that to stop. And I remember very well being at around a kitchen table of a Vermont farmer, Marcel and I. We were talking about the potential of organic farming. And this was a farming couple who had done a very good job of their own. And we realized if we could create uniform standards across the country, if we could level the playing field for farmers, if we could give consumers everywhere a label they could trust when they picked up something that said organic, it really was. Then this voluntary, non-regulatory approach would create its own opportunities. Now, most members of the Senate Agriculture Committee in 1989, they didn't have any idea what organic farming meant or what it was. So here I am, the new chairman. I thought, I'll bring them to Vermont. And I brought Republicans and Democrats alike to Vermont, and they saw firsthand what organic farmers were doing. They saw why local consumers supported them. It paved the way for the Organic Farm Bill. Because when they came back to Washington, they told me they never realized how involved and how important this was. Now, of course, the last 3 decades haven't been without their challenges. Some of them came right out of the gate. But regardless of the challenge, organic farmers and consumers of those products, they pushed back on efforts to erode the organic standards. And every time there was an effort to erode the standards, I fought in the United States Senate to make sure they wouldn't be eroded. And today, hundreds of farm families in Vermont, and I know so many of them personally because I've been in their farms, and many of thousands across the country have been able to benefit from the decades of double-digit growth in organic sales. Value-added companies of every size, many among OTA's membership. They found opportunity to start and grow their businesses. I remember some of my fellow senators say, well, how much of a business can this possibly be? It's one of the biggest and fastest growing organic businesses or agricultural businesses in the country. But the Organic Coalition is successful when we stand together. We have to stand together on every single part of the supply chain. And especially and fundamentally, the farmers who work so hard to make it possible. In the last few years, it has not been easy. You've had organic import fraud on animal welfare standards, on the origin of livestock. And we've had to fight almost every day to protect the standards that make this sector possible. And we know that there's a new generation of farmers coming in. They're going to need that help too. A tremendous value has been delivered to farmers, consumers, and the environments from the organic label. I'll always be a partner in protecting, preserving, and strengthening the integrity of the organic program. Both my wife and I like it when we go into a store. We look first for organic products. And we know that if it's got that label, the label you and I and all of us fought so hard for, that it truly is organic. and we'll buy it. So thank you for your continued leadership. It was a great 30 years. It's going to be another great 30 years. Thank you.